Hello, everybody. I had a problem with YouTube Live over on the stream I had scheduled. So I apologize. I had to set up a new one. So here we are. All right. I'm going to take you a couple of seconds to find me here today. I'm sorry about that, but here we are. So I'm going to hang out here for a little bit and see who joins me. Perfect. Love it. Thank you for finding me. I don't know what's going on with YouTube Live, but technology, right? Mercury retrograde. Good morning. Brick City Beauty, nice to see you. Thanks so much for your email, too. Let's see. We just had one flip, so we're not really talking about anything just yet, but we had one flip, I thought. So let's take a better look here. Maybe not. All right. Tommy, nice to see you. Thanks. I think you're a first here today, aren't you, Tommy? Trisha, nice to see you. Earth Angel, thanks so much. My service dog. Wow, that's a great name. I like it. Good to see you all. Diana, fabulous. I'm looking for Ann Mountain. She was on the other one that I had to shut down. So let's see. Anybody? Perfect. Good. All right. Let's get started here. I don't know who we're going to do. Anybody see my spirit-led message yesterday? That was wild. Spirit really has been speaking to me lately about getting things done. And I had to sit down yesterday and do them. And, I have a quality issue myself. I like to see things go well. And when I'm not up to snuff, or when I don't think I'm up to snuff, I do them over. And yesterday, Spirit said to me, you know what? Do them both. And I loved when they said I was not in charge of the cards. So you know what, guys? You see the cards jump out when I shuffle. I really am not in charge of the cards. All right, who do we have here? Isis Goddess, beautiful. Butterfly Me, new too. You're new here too. I love it. Fabulous. I love having new people come in. Diana, Earth Angel, Baldushin, nice. Mellow Yellow, good morning. All right, so let's see. Who are we talking to this morning? Who are we going to do first? I've got the Six of Swords that flipped, but let's shuffle and cut, okay? Who needs to move on? That's what that message was. Who needs to move on? Best choice. Nice to see you. We're going to do yes or no questions at the end. So yes or no questions at the end. So if you type them here, I'm not going to go back and see them. So, wait till we get to the end. And by the way, too, in these lives, I cut out the chat and I cut out the questions, okay? So when they play for the rest of the world that wants to see them, they don't see the questions and they don't see the chat. Good morning, Laura. All right, shuffle and cut. What do we have? Pentacles. So we have Earth first. Earth is going up first. So let's pull a spirit message oracle. And, I sat down to go live. And, of course, at 9:59, somebody says to me, you need to sage first. All right. So we might have been a couple of minutes late this morning. I'm sorry. Let's have a spirit message for the earth signs of this world. Srinivasa, nice to see you. Trisha, Tanya. Let's see who else is here. Lots of new people today. MDS, I like it. Hey, just so you know, no questions yet. Really, thank you, Brick City Beauty. We haven't even really started yet. This is Earth signs, and I'll probably cut all of this out and start here. All right, but forgot what I was going to say. Oh gosh. Oh yes, I have just uploaded the wealth readings to Patreon, and those are by sign. So each individual sign wealth readings, and I think Scorpio is going out today on YouTube because it is their birthday month. So if you want to check it out and see what is offered on Patreon, take a look at the Scorpio reading. There are many other readings that are up there as well. They're also on Vimeo. So if you don't want to have any kind of a commitment, a monthly donation, I understand. They're up there for you to take a look at and view if you like on Vimeo as well. Those will be going out at noon. Yeah, we just started. Okay, here we go. This is, hey, Carolyn, you didn't miss anything because it was just a lot of yak. So here we go. Earth signs. It's the one card my earth? So this is the spirit of, what is it? This is spirit messages. That's the one card my earth signs need to see. Is it that one that's sticking out? Is it that one? Which one is it? Come on. Oh, we've got too many. Oh, look at that one. That's the one. There we go. All right. A father's love. A father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable in that it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason. Whether your father is still here or has passed, a father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. So take to heart whatever lessons your dad taught you, whatever it is you need to know from your dad, and know that he is still with you, even if he has passed on. All right, so we're going to use the Oracle decks. Again, this is Earth signs. It's happening for the Earth signs of this world. 27 people in the room. Thanks so much for joining me here. We're doing Earth signs. If you can all like the video, I would very much appreciate that. Good morning, Jen. Here's our first two cards out. The Magician and the Eight of Rods. So manifesting your future, my Earth signs. I know I'm feeling it. You're getting some messages. I know I am. It's happening for our Earth signs here. The Chariot. You guys are moving forward. We are moving forward. The Earth signs are moving forward. Now, that's also a card of Cancer there. So you might have a Cancer person involved. The Chariot is a card of victory. So not only are you manifesting, hearing the messages, taking swift action on the messages, but you're moving forward. You're being victorious. You're in control. You are driving the Chariot. Now, normally the Chariot does not have any reins, but these two unicorns, they're trying to go in different directions. So it's up to you to pull it in and gain control. One more card here. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's two. So we're going to put them back. Brick City Beauty, would you consider being a moderator for me? One card, one more card for the Earth signs. There it is. The Strength card, beautiful. So there's a lot of power on the table here for you Earth signs. And the Seven of Rods. So even though you might be facing some challenges here, you are definitely in your power. Let's see. Oh, perfect. All right. Let me do that now before we start, okay? Not that I think we'll need one, but add moderator. There you go. I've just made you moderator, Brick City Beauty. Thank you very much. Okay. So father's love. Let's get back here. You know, a father's love for his son or daughter never dies. So use the strength that you've gained from the lessons your dad taught you. You know, they are the pillars in our life most often, and they are the strength that we need. You know, you can always count on your dad to have your back, right? All right. Strength card, the Chariot, lots of power here, as we said. The Magician, manifesting my Earth signs. So what is it that we are manifesting? What did I actually, pardon me, I'm so sorry. I have this cough I cannot get rid of. The Seven of Cups, you are manifesting your dreams, and the Seven of Rods. So there are challenges to your dreams. There are challenges to what your vision is. You know, you might even have a little bit of confusion about what it is you want to manifest, my Earth signs, but it is something that's achievable. You just have to get out of this place of dissatisfaction. You know, it's almost like it's pie in the sky, and it is going to be, you know, make sure that you recognize what's being offered to you. Make sure that what you manifest or what you're working on manifesting is truly what you want, because you have some interesting items down here too that you see for your future, and you're just not ready to get there yet. You're just not It's just not there yet, okay? It doesn't mean it's not coming. It's probably going to come in a period of 7. I've got 7 and 8s here, right? 7, 7, 4, Page, and Queen. So you know what? It's coming. It's just not here yet. Oh, gosh. I'm a little discombobulated today. Last night. Listen to me. All right. Let's start with the messages that are coming in. What is it that you need to take action on? What is it that you need to hear? Now, this is sometimes called the arrows of love, too. I don't really have any love here on the table. I think this is about force of will here, earth signs. You know, maybe your dad taught you that you never give up. Maybe your dad taught you that you always need to be strong. And you know what? That's true for the most part, that you need to remain strong. But there is it's about knowing when to back up too. The strength card is also about knowing when to back up. And I don't mean retreat. I mean when to ease off. The 8 of Rods. Page of Wands. Yeah, you want to take things in a new direction. This is inspired action that you're going to be taking. So whatever messages come in for you, it is going to be inspired action. Good morning, Judy. Nice to see you. Eight of Rods off the table. Inspired action to make things right, to make things fair. I don't know about you guys, but I'm an earth sign, and this is important to me, to make things balanced. I have been hearing messages about what to do, how to go about it, and what actions to take to make it right, to make it fair, to make it balanced. All right, so that's what this is about. You're not manifesting anything else other than justice for yourself. Ooh, and things coming in unexpectedly. So the Tower, again, is not a negative card. A lot of people think that it is. It's death and destruction. The Tower has the power to shock and awe, but it also has the power to surprise and delight us. So I prefer to look at it that's what I'm manifesting. Surprise and delight. And surprise and delight in the actions that I'm taking, the results of the action, because the results of that action are going to be justice, my earth sign friends. Justice. I'm ready. By the way, too, this is a Scorpio energy, and we are moving into Scorpio this week, October 23rd. We're moving into Scorpio. So I think that, things are going to start to change. You might still be facing some challenges. You're going to have to be strong. You're going to have to be determined. You're going to have to listen to the lessons that you learned in the past. But you know what? The Scorpio energy is going to be helpful for us. It's going to be intense. Let me see. What did I see? We have Mercury, the Sun, and Venus in Scorpio now. I am not an astrologer, so check those details. But that's going to be intense. So what is it we need to be strong for? Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know if you can read that, but that is the Strength card again. So not only are we getting the message to be strong and persevere, but we're getting the message to be strong and determined. We're getting the message to be courageous and determined. We're also getting the message, as I said, to learn when to ease up, to learn the give and take, that back and forth where you need to push a little bit and then say, okay, let's see how that works out. And then push a little more and let's see how that works out. So that's what I think this action is here. The Strength card is out very strong. So the Leo energy is out as well. What else is happening here for our earth signs with the Strength card? Rest assured, it's going to be victorious. You are in control. You are driving the chariot. The Three of Cups, you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be celebrating with people that you care about. The Three of Cups is, people that are closest to you. So, persevere, keep going, my earth signs. It's funny, that card just jumped out. Somebody said to me yesterday, that's a misshuffle. You got to put that back. I'm like, nope, I am not in charge of the cards. There you go. See, I am not in charge of the cards. The moon. Okay, so listen, what do we have coming up? We've got a new moon on the 27th of October in Scorpio, which is going to be one of the most powerful new moons of this year. And I say that because not only are the sun, Mercury, and Venus going to be in Scorpio, the moon is in Scorpio too. The new moon is in Scorpio. So you want to set your intentions on the 27th or a day or so before, and just let them fly, okay? Wait for the messages to come in. Be strong, be determined, and rest assured that whatever inspired action you are taking is not only going to surprise and delight you, it is going to bring justice to you. So the moon is going to be an important player this month. At least I think so. Now, the moon is also about reflection too. So you can be reflecting on what it is you need to be strong about, what messages you need to be strong in. You might also be reflecting on how this is affecting the people that you care about, the people in your circle, your closest circle. But you need to also reflect on where it is you want to go. All right, where do you want to take these people that are with you? Avatar, my goodness, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Soyanut, good to see you again. Thank you. How many people? 35 people today. Thank you so much. Last week, I think we had 65. That was wonderful. I love that. By the way, too, guys, I do a Facebook Live on Wednesday evenings at 7. It's called The Wednesday Word, 7 p.m. on Karmic One Tarot's Facebook page. So check that out, too. The High Priestess here, I think you know exactly where you're going. I think you have a great vision of where you want to go. It's inspired intuition. That's what you have here. You know what you want to do. It's just a matter of taking it there. And you have to gain control of where you're going. You have to gain control of, all right, so how do I want to say this? You have to gain control. You know, you have a lot of ideas here. You have a lot of choices. You have a lot of options here with the Seven of Cups. And sometimes with a lot of options comes a little bit of confusion, comes a little bit of, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not going to do anything. And you can't do that. You need to really move things along and move things along the best you can. So if they don't work out, if perhaps you have a little bit of shock and awe, then you need to change it to surprise and delight. So you need to direct the chariot. So make sure that your vision is clear. You know, get the messages, bring them in with your intuition, and then sort through them and decide really which ones are the best viable options for you. What's the chariot card here for, please, for my earth signs? Every Wednesday, Facebook Live, exactly. And the 10 of Cups. Wonderful. Oh my God, earth signs. I am so happy for us. The 10 of Cups, joy, happiness, you know, a real emotional satisfaction coming in for us with this chariot card. Now, this is for this week. Okay. That is the 20th through the 26th of October. This is called the road ahead. That's what we're looking at. This is the forecast for this week. So not only are we going to hear the messages, they might surprise us with the Tower, but ultimately they're going to come in for our justice, for our balance, for, you know, a feeling of fairness. All right. I don't know about you, but it's been a long time since I felt things were fair. All right. But you've got to clear the channel for your intuition. So if that's a message from your dad, if that's a message to be strong, then that's what you need to do. Clear the channel so that you can hear the messages. You know, meditation, sage. Like I said, I was called to do sage just before I went on the air. So, you know, take these people with you. They are part of your plan here. The strength card, you're going to gain your strength from these people as well. So not only are they, you know, celebrating with you when you have this victory, but they are where you gain your strength from. So take comfort in the people around you. Anything further on the chariot card? The chariot card, where are we going? Where are the earth signs going with the chariot card? One card, chariot card. There we go. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. There we are, earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, the Knight of Pentacles, the only knight in the deck who is always successful. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm hearing a really positive message here. This is a slow and steady process. It's not going to be an overnight manifestation. This is a process of putting together exactly what it is you want. Now, Scorpio's coming in, and it's going to give you the option to see clearly what it is you truly want. So not only do you have options here with the Seven of Cups, but you have one that's hanging out here. You have one that's down here that you haven't touched yet. You've got a couple over here that you've already put away. Nah, sorry, not interested. So the question is, are you seeing all the opportunities that you have? This is for your future here. This is your inspired action right here. And you need to focus on that. All right. And the Three of Cups. There we go. So it's come full circle. This reading has come full circle. All right. So remember, inspired action. Choose the best viable option and then manifest it. Manifest the hell out of it. Okay. Let's go, my magician. What's the magician here for my earth signs for? The Magician. Temperance. Okay, we talked about balance over here with the Justice card. Now that's a Sagittarius. Perhaps there's a fire sign involved, but I would say to you, this is about finding your peace with whatever has gone on in the past and about finding your balance for the future. This is manifesting your comfort. This is manifesting your peace. This is manifesting your sense of accomplishment. Okay, I've made it. I've made it. It might have been a struggle. Here we go. And the Ace of Pentacles. I love this, earth signs. Wow. Holy cow. Talk about good fortune coming in. Opportunities galore. Manifesting these opportunities, which are going to bring you the victory. You keep going with what you're doing. The Knight of Pentacles is, as I said, the only knight in the deck who is always, always, always successful. Okay. Slow and steady, plodding, methodical, planning. All right. Blinders on, 2 steps forward. Okay, maybe you have to take a step back here with the Strength card. Know when to ease up. But that doesn't mean that you've lost any ground, because the next time you move, you're going to go 3 steps. All right, what's happening with the Magician? Anything further here with the Magician for our earth signs? I'm excited. I like this. Here we go. One more card. And the Four of Wands. I can't say it any clearer. Your stability is coming in. This is your foundation. This is your happy home, happy life card. Wonderful. Celebration. 3 of Cups, celebrating with the people that are in your home, celebrating your home that, that is your peaceful, balanced place. All right. So it could be an actual property that you're finding peaceful balance in. With the Ace of Pentacles, you might be making an offer on a property, but at the same time, this is going to bring you that satisfaction that you desire, that justice that you crave, my earth signs. It's been a long time. Saturn's been... And I'm going to stop right there, earth signs. The Star card, it doesn't get any better than this, all right? The 10 of Cups, the Star card, the Ace of Pentacles, and balance and justice. This is perfect. The Star card is coming in for us this week, my earth signs. The Wish card, all right? This is also a card of Aquarius, but it's also, knowing that the universe really does have your back. Trust in the spirit messages too. If you hear something from the other side, maybe it's your dad, maybe it's somebody else, maybe it's just your intuition talking to you, calling to you with the High Priestess here. Trust it. Trust the messages that you get. All right. All right. Earth signs. Wow. That was intense. I like that. I'm glad it's recorded. I'm going to go back and listen to it myself. All right. Let's see. Who are we doing next? Let's catch up with the chat. See who's here. Carolyn, yes, 10 of Cups, finally, right? Soya Nut, and let me see, Morella, Mellow Yellow, thanks for coming. Anybody else? Who am I missing? You're welcome. Well, Avatar, we're going to cut the cards, see who comes out. Earth signs are off the table. Good morning, Kristen. Nice to see you. It is going to be magical, Anne. It is going to be magical. Earth signs have really had a rough time this last 10, 12 years. I can't even say since Saturn's been in our sign. It's in Capricorn. It's just, enough already. I'm tired. Who are we doing next? Let's shuffle and cut the cards. We have the Ace of Pentacles here, so that's another message for you, Earth signs. Good morning, Jackie. What happened? We went. Swords. We're going to do air signs. All right, let's pull an oracle card here. Again, this is spirit messages. That's not quite the name of it. It's spirit Spirit messages. Yeah, it is. Spirit messages for the for the air signs. Look at that. Fire on the brain. Air signs, air signs, air signs. What do my air sign friends need to see for this week coming up? This is the road ahead, the forecast for the week of the 20th through the 26th of October. Now, our new moon is the 27th, but I would gear up for it, okay? Start thinking this week about what it is you want from this next month and listen for it. Write it down. Here we go. Soul solitude. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. So my air signs, things have been a little bit chaotic in the world of planetary action, politics, whatever it is that's calling your attention. It's time for you to go within. That's what I was saying with the messages. When you hear the messages this week, listen to them because they are going to set you up for the new moon. They're going to set you up for the next 4 weeks are going to be intense. The next 4 to 6 weeks are really going to be impactful in where you want to go, what you want to manifest. So air signs, let's go. Air signs. What do my air signs need to see this week of the 20th through the 26th? Denise, good morning. Nice to see you. Appreciate everyone being here. 48 people in the room. Let's see if we can beat last week. We had 65 last week? Let's see if we can do 75 this week. Why not make it 100? Let's go for 100 today, huh? Air signs. Janidra, good to see you. Air signs, air signs, air signs. What do the air signs need to see? Soul solitude. The Tower. Well, air signs, Scorpio energy on the table for you. So something unexpected may be coming in. Might be an unexpected message that you get when you're in your period of soul solitude. It might be that something comes in and shakes things up. Now, again, the Tower doesn't have to be shock and awe. It can be surprise and delight. So let's see what else is here for our air signs. The Four of Swords. So another message of rest and recovery, soul solitude. Take this to heart, my air signs. It might be something that you need. All right. This unexpected break, maybe, it could be almost anything. This could be a situation with a job that maybe you have to take an unexpected leave of absence. It could be a situation where, you just need to take a break for yourself. You kind of have a meltdown and, that's okay. I have them. You just need to say, you know what, I'm not going out today. And the Four of Rods. So 4 is heavily on your plate here too. So this is a card of regaining your stability after this upheaval. The Four of Rods, happy home, happy life, celebration. This is also a card of a relationship too. So there might be, a family involved here. It's the Four of Rods. Really, I think this is really about regaining your stability and regaining your balance. Wow, just as heavy on the table today, huh? I love it. Card of Libra. We're just leaving Libra, going into Scorpio. So this could be an actual time frame for you as well, my air signs. Rest and recovery is on the agenda for you so that you can regain your balance, regain your stability. And the Two of Rods. Okay, now, soul solitude, when you do this reflection, when you are in this period of rest and recovery and meditation and soul searching, it's time for you to choose the direction you want to go in here. The Two of Rods, this is a change in direction. This is a choice. Which way are you going? Now, the Devil is next. Ooh, and the Emperor here. So, the devil is a Capricorn card, the Emperor Aries. So none of them are you air signs. But, this is a choice between control and responsibility. So what is it that you want to do? What responsibilities do you need to take control of? Which actions do you need to take to make things fair, to make things balanced? What is it that's going to come in and shake things up that is going to cause you to it's going to force your hand into action, okay? This is not a voluntary card here today. I mean, it certainly could be, all right? But this tower is going to force your hand. It's going to make you make a decision. And the devil, watch your ego in this. Watch your ego in this. You might be in control, but you also might get torn down a little bit here too with the tower. The 5 of rods is here. This is conflict. This is competition. What are we doing here? Let's continue with the 4 of Swords, because that is an important message here, this soul solitude. Your soul needs attention. I mean, it can't be any clearer than that. And it's showing it here in this reading. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. So get your balance back. Get your balance back, my air signs. It might have been a little bit rocky. Tell me why the 4 of Swords is here for my air sign friends, please. 4 of Swords. What do they need to rest and recover from? And what are they going to learn from this rest and recovery? You need to take a break from some of the challenges that you've had. As I said, it's been a challenging year for everybody. But I think that you're going to have the opportunity to really reflect on these challenges and how to choose which way to go with them, what direction to take them, how to take control over these responsibilities in spite of the competition here. All right, the 7 of Wands, challenges, obstacles in your way, how you're going to be able to sort through them. If you sit in your own meditation or sit in your own solitude and let your soul dictate where you want to go, you're going to hear the answers to how to get through these challenges, how to balance it out with the Justice card, how to make it right, how to make it fair. Thank you. And there we have the 6 of Pentacles. So now another card of balance, the scales of justice here. This is about financial balance, though. So, perhaps you have been unbalanced in that situation, and that's been a struggle. And maybe, it's time for you to just say, oh my God, I need a break from all of this, and I need some stability in my life. Rest assured, it's coming. I'm looking at the Tower as a good fortune card here in this. You're going to gain control over these responsibilities. As I said, despite the conflict, despite the challenges, it's going to be, the message is going to come to you out of this meditation, out of this solitude, though. The answers are going to come to you from within. They're not outside. They're not exterior. What's the 4 of Swords here? Now, the 6 of Pentacles is a card of generosity as well. So perhaps someone is helping you, not necessarily in a financial way, but certainly possible. But it's a card of give and take as well. It's a reciprocity. It's a balancing. So, there might be a situation in your home that needs balancing. It might even have a financial component to it. These responsibilities that we're talking about here. What's happening with the 4 of Swords? It has been a ride, hasn't it, Brick City Beauty? Oof. The Star card, all right? So you guys know the Star card is one of the wish cards in the deck. It's a card of faith. It's a card of hope. It's a card of, seeing your shooting star come to earth and knowing that it's meant for you. This is coming for you. Now, it's also a card of Aquarius, an air sign, so there might be an Aquarian in your midst. But it is a card of knowing things are going to be okay. 49 people in the chat. I love it. Thank you. I love it. The Star card, knowing things are going to be okay, knowing it's going to be balanced. That's the message you're going to get when you're in this soul solitude and meditation. You're going to figure this out. You're going to figure out how to deal with these challenges. It's going to require some strength and good judgment. Okay. Now, this is your new beginning coming in too, the one that you've been planning. It's coming for you. Right after all of this conflict is your new beginning, and you're going to have to be strong for a little bit longer. This conflict is something that you're going to get control of. But again, watch your excuse me, watch your ego in this, all right? You might be in control, but the universe has the ultimate control. What did I did? I picked up something here. What did I pick up? The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. What is the Four of Rods here for, please? What is the stability my air signs are looking for? Valdesen, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Four of Cups. Well, again, I don't know if you noticed, but that's our third four, and the Chariot card coming in for you. So you might have had a little bit of dissatisfaction in your stability area, in your home life, perhaps. You might even be, pouring all of your energy into this one cup and not satisfied with the outcome. So I don't know. Does that mean you need to move, my air signs? The Chariot card is a card of movement. It's an actual moving card, so it could be transportation as well. Remember, we're in Mercury retrograde, so communication, technology, transportation, all of those are going to be obstacles. All of those have issues, or could have issues, I should say. The Chariot card is a card of victory, first and foremost, though. It's a card of control. The Emperor over here, too. So you are going to gain control over whatever is happening in your home life, in your stability. But you're going to have to come to terms here with this reflection of what's been happening there, because you are not satisfied with it. This is dissatisfaction, disillusionment. This is just enough. It's pouring a lot of effort in and not seeing results. Okay. That's what I'm hearing. You're not seeing the results just yet. Keep going. All right. You're in charge. You're driving the bus. My mother used to say that to me all the time. The bus is leaving and you're not on it. Make sure that you're in charge. Make sure you're driving the bus, air signs. Tell me more about the Four of Rods here. What is it that's coming in for my air signs with the Four of Rods? The King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio on the table. This is a really loving feeling, but he's also the helper of the deck. He's kind, he's compassionate, he is considerate, and just very, very supportive. So if there is someone in your life like that, they are going to help you balance things out. They are going to support you, whether it's financially with the generosity over here, or whether it is just in emotional support, certainly possible there as well. All right. Maybe they're in control. I think if that's the case, you want to change it. You're in control, my air signs. You're in control here. What is the Justice card bringing in? The Eight of Swords. I think you fear. I think you have a lot of fear, some limiting beliefs, my air signs. I can't do it. It's never going to happen. It's not going to work out. The more you think about things like that, the more of that you're going to bring in. All right. I'm a big believer in Abraham Hicks, positive manifestation and attitude, and telling the story the way that you want it to be. We all know what the story really is. Nobody's fooling ourselves. And when you tell people things are fine, you know what? You have to believe they're fine. Even if they're not, they will be. And the more you say it, the more they will be. All right. So the Eight of Swords, feeling restricted, feeling like you don't have the justice that you need, feeling like it might not show up. Well, I got news for you. It's coming in, and it's most likely coming in unexpectedly. The Eight of Swords, these are your thoughts. You can free yourself from this. Don't sabotage what's going on. There is some sort of decision you need to make, and that's this choice over here. That's the Two of Rods choice, action or inaction. You're going to take responsibility and take control for whatever's going on, but it's a decision that's not easily made. It's a decision that's kind of tied up in this blue ribbon of, I look at this blue ribbon as your intuition. It's tied up. The Fool card, you're going to have to take a leap of faith. You're going to have to take some action. That's what this is. This is a leap of faith, this action. All right. The Two of Rods, it's going after what you want. And you might be forced into that with the Tower. You might be forced into making this decision, making things right, making things just. It's a question of, what you believe to be just and whether or not you can see it coming. If you can't see it, it's not going to come. All right. You really do need to see it. This decision is not going to be easy to make. Okay. So, if you've been unhappy up here with where you are in your home life, it might be time to move. And there might be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, water sign that's going to help you. That might be what the Tower is too. That's a Scorpio energy. That is in the time of Scorpio too. Remember that, October 23rd through November 21. Why is the Tower here for our air signs? There we go. The 9 of Pentacles. Dun, dun, dun. Victory. I love it. This is that independent, self-sufficient, self-satisfied, really feeling good about where you are card. All right. The 9 of Pentacles. It is abundance as well. It is good fortune. It is self-satisfaction. You know what? I made it. I'm done. I'm good. I'm good where I am. And that's where the balance comes in. So I think this next week for you, the 20th through the 26th, my air sign friends, is going to be good, but it's not only, but it is going to be better if you can make this decision and take the leap of faith, and take the leap of faith in yourself. Get the support you need, get the additional income you need if that's the case. But you're going to be good. It's going to surprise and delight you where you go after you take this action. Tell me more about the Tower here. Soul solitude. Sit in meditation. I have a deck that I have set up with the little white Christmas lights and a couple of candles, things like that. That's one of my favorite places in my home. Go to a space like that. Go to a space that really makes you feel good. Okay, the Queen of Cups. Nurturing, intuitive, calm, cool, collected. Nothing ruffles her. She doesn't let anybody see it. It might be under the surface, but she doesn't let anybody see it. So even if things are upsetting you, you're still going to feel in your pentacles here. You're still going to feel self-sufficient, independent, and successful. Successful, perhaps not to the degree you want, and that's where these changes come in, but it is going to bring about the balance for you. It is going to bring about what you want, what you wish for with the Star card. Tell me about the Tower here for our air sign friends. One more card, please. Here it is. The King of Pentacles, stability coming in. Oh, what do we have here? These two dropped out too. Stability coming in. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo there, and the King of Pentacles. But more than that, the King of Pentacles is reliable. The King of Pentacles is Old Faithful. He's a standby. All right. He is somebody you can count on. He is loyal to a fault. He's the provider of the deck. So you are really going to be feeling in a good place. This Tower card, I would not be so afraid of this at all this week. Something's going to come in and surprise and delight you, my air signs. You know what? This sadness, this sorrow that the Three of Cups represents, they fell out down here. I don't know when they fell out, but they did. Is coming around. This fortune, the Wheel of Fortune is divine timing. It's karma coming around. It's wonderful. This is good fortune coming in for you as a surprise, a surprise coming in to surprise and delight you, my air sign friends. Wonderful. I love a positive reading. Fantastic. All right, let's pick these up. We'll shuffle and see who's next. All right. So just to reiterate, Facebook Live on Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. over on Karmic One Tarot's Facebook page. If you could go over there and like that page, I'd really appreciate that too. Trying to grow my community in a number of different platforms. I do have wealth readings coming out at noon today on Vimeo and also on Patreon. So if you want to check them out on Vimeo before you commit to a monthly subscription, I do understand. So that's why they're there in both places. But Patreon is really going to help me support my support my life. Oh my goodness. I am working on doing this full time, guys. This is what I really want to do full time. So if you can help me, I'd very much appreciate that. And Valdishan, thanks again for your donation today. All right. Who are we doing next? Air signs are off the table. You're welcome, Soya Nut. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Brick City Beauty. Who's next? Oh, lovely. Lydia, thank you so much. I told my children, this is what I'm doing full time. And one understands and appreciates, and one, is a little bit skeptical and scoffed at it and said, what can you possibly, oh my God, what are you, crazy? And you know what? I'm just being called to do this. This is what I'm supposed to do. So, all right, we have the Strength card. That's a card of Leo. So we're going to go with fire signs here. Fire signs on the table next, all right? Dream big, exactly. Exactly. This is what I'm going to do full-time, Valdeshan. Now, I still sell real estate, and after 30 years, I have a number of contacts all around the world. So, I do a lot of referrals now. The Two of Cups out for my fire signs. So, I do have a lot of contacts around the world. So if anyone needs real estate help, just message me. I'll be happy to put you in touch with somebody in your area that can help you, okay? I work mostly referrals now. All right, Two of Cups here for the fire signs. I thank you, Avatar. Thank you. Yes, earth signs were first, Sean. Oh my God, Isis Goddess, this is wonderful. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. All right, Two of Cups, fire signs. What are we doing with the Two of Cups? Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't pull an oracle card for you. Fire signs. Fire signs, fire signs, fire signs. 47 people in the room. Can everybody give me a like? I'd really appreciate that. What's the fire signs? Fire signs. What's the message they need to see today? Fire signs. One card for the fire signs. There it is. Self-love. Okay, well, now we have the Two of Cups on the table too. Now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. So, the Two of Cups is not necessarily a relationship with someone else. Certainly, it's indicative of that in this card, but it's a relationship that we have with ourselves too. All right. You can't love someone else until you love yourself. That's a hard lesson to learn sometimes. We look for completion in other people, and that's not where it comes from. It comes from within. Fire signs. You guys are wonderful. I really appreciate this. This is such validation for me when I see all these comments. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Suzette. Wonderful. Yes or no questions going to be after the elements, okay? Two of Cups. The Two of Cups for our fire sign. Is there love coming in? What do we have here? It just flew out. The Knight of Swords coming in quick, coming in hot. The Eight of Pentacles might be something that you see at work, something that comes into you from work. The Eight of Pentacles might be something that you're working on, might be something that changes and you need to work on it. One more card here for our fire signs. One card, thank you. And the Nine of Pentacles. Well, the Nine of Pentacles is a card of success, a card of self-sufficiency, self-satisfaction, and it's a solo card. So my fire signs, there may be great love here, but the indication, at least at this point, is solo. I'm sorry to say. Judgment card at the bottom of the deck. So Scorpio energy there as well. So things changing this week of the 20th through the 26th. It is it's going to be a little bit difficult, I think, for you. Things are going to be changing quickly. The Knight of Swords rushes in and the landscape changes with every word he says because he can be a little bit harsh. All right. The Knight of Swords is all gung-ho and he charges in and, he doesn't think before he speaks. So you want to be careful with your words. Scorpio is all about the truth. So when the Scorpio energy comes in this week, the 23rd, you might have to watch your tongue a little bit, or you might find yourself on the other side of this Two of Cups. Self-love. And if that's what needs to happen, then that's what needs to happen. All right. You might find yourself working a plan to bring this back together. You might be You might be feeling pretty good about being on your own, though. So let's see what's happening here. First of all, let's start with the Two of Cups. What's the Two of Cups here for? What is the new beginning? Finding your balance, finding your peace with the situation, whatever it is. Now, we've got a number of ways this can go here with the peace. You can find your balance. That's a Sagittarian too. So you might have a Sagittarian involved. You might be in a situation that, you are a little bit unbalanced in. Things come in and they change the landscape, as I said. And, you might find yourself, looking to be a little bit more self-sufficient. That doesn't mean that you're leaving, but a little bit more self-sufficient within the relationship, not codependent, not, oh my God, I can't live without you type situation, whether it's financial or whether or not it is, emotional. Self-love. Now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. So this is about being comfortable in your own skin here. So does this Two of Cups balance out here with the Temperance? Or are you finding your peace with whatever is happening in the Two of Cups? Justice. Balance coming in. Again, card of making things right, making them fair. Now, is your heart pure is what I just heard. The Justice card. This is an Egyptian myth. They weighed your heart against a feather when you died to see if you could get into the afterworld. Was your heart pure enough? So is this a pure love? Is this a balanced love? Are you going to be able to find your peace with the emotions that need to be blended here with the Temperance card? Or do we need to make changes? Exactly. Self-love, being comfortable in your own skin, the Nine of Pentacles. Again, I don't mean that you're leaving. It is a card of solo. It is a self-sufficient, independent card, the Nine of Pentacles, but it's not necessarily meaning that you're leaving the relationship. It's about feeling comfortable where you are personally, feeling good about what you have built, what you have been able to grow and manifest on your own. This is not a codependent relationship. This is a balanced and equal relationship is what's coming in. "54 people. Last week we had 65. Can we meet or beat that today?" Bring your friends. Being complete on your own and giving your full cup. Exactly right. Where am I going? Let's see. What is it? What's the Knight of Swords changing? Thank you. The Five of Swords. So, there may have been some struggles in this relationship. It might have been just finding your own peace, your own self. It might be a struggle finding your own self-love. Okay. But you've won. The Five of Swords is a card of exhaustion because you've been fighting long and hard for this. You've been working on it. The Knight of Swords, things are going to change rapidly. And again, you're the victor in this. And I don't mean victor in the relationship. I mean victor in whatever these changes are that are coming in. You have won whatever this battle is, whatever the struggle is, whatever you've been fighting for within the relationship. You've vanquished the opponents, but you're bruised and bloody. And now it's time to heal. It's time to self-love. All right. And that might be where the Nine of Pentacles comes in. It's time to be comfortable again with who you are. We morph, all right? Your 20-year-old self is not the same as your 50-year-old self. You're still the same person, but your attitudes have changed. Your values have changed. So those are the struggles I'm talking about. Maybe you've changed your outlook here with the Judgment card, the Seven of Pentacles. Now we have the 7 to the 8 too. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience. You're going to need to have a little bit more patience with this, I think. You've won. You've beaten the odds on this, but you're going to need a little bit more patience because there are still some walls up here. There are still some boundaries. The new beginning is going to be bright. This is this might be a reincarnation of this relationship as well. Maybe someone comes back from your past. Now, I don't have that here, but Judgment suggests that you've done it before. Judgment is a reincarnation, rising up out of the ashes. And don't forget, we're in Mercury's shadow here too. So, the past is certainly possible. It's the Knight of Swords here. Now, the Knight of Swords too, if we're talking about the past, can come in unexpectedly. He charges right in. It's like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. The Knight of Pentacles. So move, the Knight of Swords is a very hard charging, very fast energy. And now that you've won this battle, now that you've come to a place where you are good on your own, but want this balanced relationship, go slow. The Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, one foot after the other. Create your plan, execute the plan, follow the plan, put the blinders on, okay? Focus on what it is that you want, focus on where you want to go, and it's going to happen for you because, again, the Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, is the knight that's always, always, always successful. The Nine of Cups, oh my God, I love it, you guys. Exactly what you wish for. Exactly what you wish for. Wonderful. Now, let me just say here, a moment of caution here with the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is also a little bit of overindulgence. It can be a card of, excess. So don't plan too much. Set the plan and execute. Don't stay in the plan. What I mean by that is don't overplan. Don't mull it over for so long that you lose the opportunity to move forward, okay? I don't think that's going to happen, but it came up here. So it's going to be exactly what you wish for. You've won the battle. So where are we taking this Eight of Pentacles here, please? The Eight of Pentacles. What are we doing with the Eight of Pentacles? The Nine of Pentacles. All right, the Eight of Pentacles. So for work, this is what we're working on, the 8 to the 9 of Pentacles. So a progression, we're getting there. All right, I think you're going to need just a little bit more patience. So now I have 7, 8, and 9 of Pentacles. There might be some obstacles. There might be, you're going to have to be fierce in this too. And I think that you already know where you want to go. The Hermit card, finding your path, listening for your intuition, hearing what you need to hear, and following the path, following the plan that you plan, following the plan that the Knight of Pentacles sets up. You're going to get through these walls. You're going to be fierce. You're going to have this new beginning. But the Nine of Pentacles, again, is that self-sufficient. So the question is, what is it you need to work on? I think you need to work on yourself. Self-love. We talked about that. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from the actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. So work on yourself is what I'm hearing. When you're in a place, when is this going to happen? I think is the question I asked. When you're in a place of self-sufficiency, when you're not codependent, when you're good on your own, but want this balanced love, that's when you can realize. The Eight of Pentacles is not only a card of work, it's a card of perfection. This gentleman, this person that's manufacturing these pentacles is working on making them perfect. Usually there's one or two discarded at the bottom. He's made things and done. He's a craftsman. Okay. This is crafting your future. This is crafting what it is that you want. The Nine of Pentacles. All right. Again, feeling very good about what you're doing. Now, fire signs, this could be that you feel really good about what you're doing for work. Certainly. Feeling like you're doing a good job at it. Too many cards. Let's have one or two cards, please, for the Eight of Pentacles. What's happening for my fire signs here? Thank you. And the Six of Pentacles. So you're going to be rewarded handsomely for this work that you're doing, this working on perfection here, working on balancing things out as well. Justice, temperance, the Six of Pentacles, all cards of balance. Hold on one second here. I got to fix something. I turn the air up high because I get hot when I do this. And then, of course, you get a chill sometimes. So I had to put the shawl on. The Eight of Pentacles here for, please. This could be a financial reward that comes in due to the hard work and the accomplishment that you've had. But if we're talking about a relationship, then this is the generosity of spirit. This is the reciprocity, the give and take, the back and forth here, that the temperance and the justice, the balance suggest. Now, the Two of Cups, again, is that kindred spirit relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It could be with someone that you are very close to. And perhaps there's been a little bit of conflict, some harsh words that might have happened. And now you're working on repairing that. And you will get there. You'll get there. Okay, the Strength card. A Strength card is a card of Leo, but it's also a card of kindness. All right, firm, strong. Okay, Nine of Rods, having your boundaries, being fierce. Strength card. But it's also a card of compassion. All right, the Strength card is using your smooth to tame the beast. It's not all about brute force. It's about using your finesse, your suave. All right, use your kindness. You get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. My grandmother must be so proud. Tell me why the Nine of Pentacles is here for our fire signs. The Nine of Wands, okay? So here we are. The Nine of Rods. Being fierce, having your boundaries, knowing what you want, not taking less, knowing what you need. So, this relationship might have been unbalanced for a little while. And, you've been fighting against that, but you've won. All right. It is going to be what you want. The Wish card is here along with the Knight of Pentacles. So it is going to be what you want. But there are standards that you've set and you're not backing down from those. You are going to be strong in those until it is balanced. And you might have to work on it. No relationship is easy. We all have ups and downs in these relationships, but this is going to have a new incarnation, a new resurgence. All right. But you're going to need your finesse. You're going to need your suave. Be smooth. Send the flowers. Make the dinner. What's the Nine of Pentacles here for, please? What is the Nine of Pentacles here for? Oh, thank you. The Empress. Well, maybe somebody didn't want to have a child. Maybe that's your boundary. I think you have standards that you are creating too. I think that you have, the Empress is all about creation. So whatever it is, maybe you're creating a new incarnation of this love. Maybe you're creating, a new balance in this love. You might just be creating, your own sense of self here. And you're not going to take less. You're not going to allow less than that. I think you need to be appreciated. I think there's been a little bit of a period of unappreciation here, my fire signs, and you need to work on that. But rest assured, it is going to turn around for you. It is going to be balanced. But there might be a child here that's being, this independence here, this self-sufficiency, this self-satisfaction. Once you put a child into the mix, you're not independent anymore. You are obligated. You are tied. All right. And I don't have the devil here, but it's just what's coming into my mind here. This is a situation where, you add that to the mix and it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. You're going to get there. It's going to be ultimately what you want, and it's going to balance out, but it's going to take a little bit of work to adjust to it. All right. And the Nine of Wands, I don't know. Is it truly what you want? The Knight of Wands. I think there are changes coming down the road for you, my fire signs. But those changes are good changes. Those changes are changes that you want to create, the changes that you are looking to create. But again, you're going to have to use your smooth. You have the strength, you have the willpower, you have the determination, and you have the courage. But it's a matter of timing, I think. All right. You're going to need to be a little bit more patient here with the situation. I think you truly know what's on your path. You know where you want to go here with this Hermit card, but it might be a period of solitude here for a while as well. We talked about solo early in the reading. So just bear that in mind. Solo doesn't mean that it is gone. It just means that it's going to take a little bit more. It's going to require a little bit more work. My fire signs. Anything else here for the fire signs? Anything further that they need to know? Your stability is assured. The Four of Wands. Happy home, happy life, happy wife. Gotcha. All right. So don't worry about the upset that's been going on. It is going to work out. It's going to work out the way you want it to work out with the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. But it is going to take some time. It's going to take some craftsmanship. It's going to take some effort. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take some strength. But you have to be generous. And I don't mean financially. Maybe that's a possibility too. But it is going to take a real generosity of spirit. You're going to have to give maybe more than you want to, maybe more than you feel you need to or should have to get what you want. But it's going to come back to you tenfold, ninefold. Okay. 10, it's the culmination. We're not, nobody wants to finish anything yet. This is a situation where you want to keep it going. Okay. So the 9 is the top level before you finish. All right. All right. Fire signs. Hope this finds you well. What do we have left? We have water signs. Water signs. I lose track. Brick City Beauty, thanks so much. I really appreciate your help. LFS Ninja, nice to see you. Soy and Nod, who else do we have? Val Deshawn, thanks again for your donation. I really appreciate that, helping me support my channel. Randy Corner, nice to see you. The best for last. Water signs, huh? Randy's a water sign. All right, well, water signs, there's the first message for you. 3 of Wands, your future. Your future's coming in, my water signs. My pleasure, Soy and Nut. I think they've been going really well today. I think, I've had some downloads. I told you about 2 weeks ago, I had a headache for about 10 days. And I just realized they were downloads coming in. And I think there are some new aspects of this gift that I'm working with here coming in for me. So we'll have to see how those play out here. So water signs, what's happening? A 10-day headache. It was terrible. I mean, I went to the chiropractor. I went to the acupuncturist. It just did not budge. I have prescription migraine medication. It did not budge. So it really wasn't a physical headache. It was a mental or clarity headache. Hi, Carolyn. Nice to see you. All right, we're water signs now. What do the water signs need to see for this week ahead? This is the 20th through the 26th. Carolyn, wonderful. Thank you so much. Nature. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer. So take time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. I'm hearing ground yourself. All right. This is a very spiritual time. There's a lot of planets in Scorpio. What did I say? Venus, the Sun, Mercury, and Pluto is coming into. Thank you very much. I'm not sure how you do it. I think it's something when you set it up, Carolyn. Thank you again. I really appreciate that. This is a time to ground yourself. There's a lot of energy at play here. Scorpio is going to be very, very intense this next 4 weeks. So ground yourself and hang on, my water signs. You guys are Scorpios too. Oh, excuse me. You're not all Scorpios, but Scorpio is a water sign. So you're going to be in your element, but it's still going to be a little bit of a rocky road, I think. It's going to be some upheaval, things coming in. Remember the Tower card, the Judgment card. Those are all Scorpio energies. What do we have coming in? Ooh, I have one that's flipped here. What is it? I thought I saw it. Well, we'll have to shuffle and see. This is water signs coming up. We'll do yes or no questions in just a little bit. Yes or no questions. I guess I didn't see it. What's happening for the water signs? Water signs. Woo-hoo-hoo. Water signs. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio on the table. Water signs. What do my water signs need to know? The Hierophant. So some sort of commitment, some sort of contract. Maybe it's just a structured environment that you work in. The Hierophant can be representative of a large company, an organized religion, a contract, a vow, an oath. It's also about having faith. It's also about great faith and doing the right thing with morals and integrity. So let's see where that takes us. I think nature is going to be a really powerful thing. Go to the beach, put your feet in the ocean, put your feet in the grass, just step outside. If it's cold weather where you are, maybe just, take a walk in the brisk, crisp air. The Hierophant. These are the Hierophant. What do we have here with the Hierophant for our water signs? The Knight of Rods. Changes coming in. Changes you wish to make. Inspired changes. Changes that you get excited about, my water signs. Changes that you are excited about, enthusiastic about. Just make sure that you are consistent. The Knight of Wands gets all excited and he changes things at a moment's notice. Okay. He's one of those high energy, very confident type people. All right. But he's not always consistent. He doesn't maintain that level of excitement. And truthfully, it's hard. It's difficult to maintain that level of excitement and enthusiasm. So make sure that when you approach this contract, this commitment, this structured environment that you might be in or have, that you maintain your enthusiasm for it. Okay. Maybe you need to ground yourself so you can do that. Okay. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. So maybe grounding yourself, going out into nature, taking that crisp walk, taking that trip to the beach, taking that, maybe you go camping and you just sit out in the woods and meditate for a little bit. That's what's going to help you maintain this level of enthusiasm. And that in turn is going to help your confidence in what you're doing. Good morning, Mazu. What are the water signs doing? What do we need to know for the week of the 20th through the 26th? Remember that new moon on the 27th, okay? Set your intentions. What do we have? 2 cards. Perfect. The 4 of Rods and the Knight of Cups. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so the Knight of Cups is that knight in shining armor. And of course, we've seen the 4 of Rods out here today. This is your happy home, happy life, happy wife card. Stability, foundation, celebration. And what do we have here? The Queen of Cups. So not only are you, excuse me, not only are you offering your cup to someone, I think, making this offer of commitment, enthusiasm about it, and stability coming in for you, my water signs, but I think you are you're being very calm about how deep this passion goes. Now I've got the 10 of Swords here on the bottom here. So what's happening here? So what's ended, my water signs? The 10 of Swords. Look at him standing right over. Can you see that? Look at him standing over the person he's stabbed. What's that about? So perhaps you feel betrayed in some sort of situation. But I don't think the passion is dead. I think the power is still there. The Queen of Cups. So you might be masking this passion because you don't want to get hurt. They might have hurt you badly. I think you're holding on to see if there is a future. But they did hurt you badly. Now look, I want to show you this card again because the 10 of Swords usually has 10 swords in the back. This guy only has 2. Okay. So what's happening here is the 10, this has been a difficult situation. It might be, time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. This guy only has two swords. So it's not over. To me, it's not over here. The two swords is the decision. This is not ended. All right. The swords are in the ground. They're not in this guy's back. So this is not over. It might have had a hiccup. It might have had a hiccup, but it's not over. There's a deep passion there, but someone is the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio water signs, masking it. She doesn't show people what her emotions are. And behind that, there is fire. There's great passion there. The Queen of Cups, intuitive, very sensitive too. Okay. So try not to take this to heart. There might have been a hiccup, but truly, I think they are on your future if you hold on. All right. And be a little bit more patient. Things are going to end in a successful way. The world is a successful conclusion, a successful revolution. So things are going to change for you, but you've got to maintain that loving feeling. The Everly Brothers just ran through my head. Okay. You've lost that loving feeling. And the answer is no, you have not. It's behind the scenes. Okay. No, you have not. So which way are we taking this with the Knight of Rods? What is it you are excited about? What is it that you are interested in changing? What is it you are enthusiastic and passionate about, my water signs? Now, the Knight of Rods is the Knight of change. He's the bringer of change, but impassioned change. And I truly think this commitment and stability and this offer of love is what you want to give. What's the Knight of Rods here for, please? Wow, we've gone quite long today. Thanks so much for everybody for staying with me. Hug a tree, exactly. The Page of Cups. So we have the Knight, we have the Page, the Knight, and the Queen of Cups. So there's great love here on the table. You want to change the messages of love that are coming into you. This is a surprise message. So you're going to get what you wish for, I believe. I don't have the wish card out, but I'll bet it comes out. The Page of Cups is that surprise message that's a really feel-good message. Okay, it's maybe you offering that to someone else, so offering your support, offering your cup of kindness. All right. So go at these changes with an air of a loving and kind demeanor. All right. Confident, sure, and enthusiastic for sure, but go at them with a kind manner. The Devil. Ooh, temptation, passion, lust on the table. That's the other side of this Ace of Wands passion. My water signs. What do you have brewing? What do you have brewing? Lots of temptation. I think you're looking at these responsibilities that may come along with this commitment and this happy home, stability life. I think you're looking at them in an encouraging way. I think you want these. I think you want the attachments that the devil makes, okay? Restrictions, responsibilities, the ties that bind. All right. The devil is a Capricorn too. So keep that in mind. There might be a Capricorn on your plate. What do we have here? The Eight of Pentacles. This is going to require some effort. This is not going to come overnight. You're going to need to be grounded in a good place yourself before you can make this happen, before you can take consistent strides. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Water signs. Whoa, off the table. Now, there's our wish card. Did I say that? The Nine of Cups coming in strong on this enthusiastic change that you want to make, this impassioned. It feels like it's an impassioned plea, like, honey, don't. Let's continue. Let's do this. Let's fix it. Let's get this on the right track. I love you. Let's make a commitment. Let's have that happy life, okay? That's what this feels like to me. Now, I realize not everybody is in a relationship, so I'm looking at other opportunity, other aspects of it. And to be honest with you, they're not coming. So this is a love reading. The Eight of Pentacles. It's going to take some effort, though. It's going to take some work. It's going to be what you wish for, though. So tell me what the Knight of Cups is offering. All right. It might be time to expose yourself a little bit, too. It might be time that you have to, don't let your ego get in the way here with the Queen of Cups, poker face and, really reserved. Sometimes you got to let your feelings be known. Sometimes you got to let the temptation and the lust and the passion come to the surface so that they can be seen. Because otherwise the other partner or the other party does not know what you're feeling. They're not mind readers. They're just not mind readers. What's happening with the Knight of Cups? The Knight of Cups coming in here for my water signs. Are they coming in or are they going out? You're coming in strong. You're coming in as the provider. You're coming in as the stable, grounded force that wants this, my King of Pentacles people. Now, that's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. There might be one of those involved. But at the same time, you're offering your cup, and you're offering your cup to stabilize this relationship. You're offering your loyalty, your fealty. I watch Game of Thrones. You're offering your fealty. You're offering your pledge. The Hierophant is a pledge. It's an oath. It's a vow. It's integrity. The King of Pentacles is the king of integrity. All right. He has a value system, bar none. He does not accept anything less than total loyalty. So this is what you're asking for. This is what you're offering. What are my water signs looking for in the Knight of Cups? Oh, the Four of Swords. Rest and recovery. Well, you might have been reflecting on what's gone on and decided that this is what you need. Or maybe, you know what, you need to take a break from something. Maybe that's what this is. It's a short break. It's not a permanent break. It's just a hiccup, okay? This is a hiccup. It's not an ending. Again, the swords are not in his back. There's two. There's only two and one in his hand. So this is not over. It's a short break. It's a short time away from each other. So it might even be that somebody has to travel. It might be that, someone needs to, be at home for a while. It's the Knight of Cups here. This might be a situation where your partner has to be at home to rest and recovery, and you are picking up the slack here as the King of Pentacles. They might have had a surgery here. Again, not over. Things are not finished. This is not dead. This is not, oh my goodness, Ann Mountain, thank you so much. The Ten of Swords here, again, this might have been a back surgery. It might have been, any kind of situation where you need rest and recovery from. That's exactly what's going on here. There's still a great passion. You're not leaving the situation. The Hermit, you might be, looking for some inspiration, looking to clear your path, looking to find that path to this happiness, stability, and commitment. All right. I think you're going to find it, my water signs. I think you're going to find it unexpectedly. All right. You're going to, you might be in this time of reflection and solitude. All right. Now, remember, we talked about taking a break, right? We talked about taking a break here. So if you are on a break and you are in a period of pondering, reflection, and, recovery from whatever has gone on, whether it is a physical situation or whether it's an emotional situation, you are going to find your path. The Hermit is very intuitive. And by the way, that's a Virgo. Somebody mentioned a Virgo. The Hermit is about listening to your intuition and having it tell you what you need to do. And then our Scorpio energy coming in here with the Tower, shock and awe, or surprise and delight. And I truly think there's surprise and delight in your future. And it's going to come in the form of this commitment and stability, my water signs. We all got the Tower. I know it. There's a lot. Oh, what did I do? I just shuffled them in wrong. There's a lot of stuff coming in for us. There's a lot come on the table this month. Scorpio energy is going to be intense. Now, this is all building up to that solar eclipse coming in December. Ten of Pentacles, wonderful energy here. Now, I'm going to put this up here because this is that family, that commitment, that abundance that's coming in. That's that security coming in too with the Four of Rods here. So I guess the question is, are you making a commitment? And I'm going to go with yes. The Ten of Pentacles, representative of family, a group of people coming together for their collective well-being, their security. This is also legacy, passing something down. So perhaps you bought a house. All right, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, working on things. The Tower can be an actual structure. The Four of Rods, a property. The Ace of Wands, that passion coming in. The passion exposed. Now, there's one other here. I know I saw it. Nope, guess not. So tell me, what else is the Four of Wands here for? That's that passion, ooh, the Five of Swords. Yeah, it's been a little bit difficult. There's been a couple of challenges, but you have won. You've been, the Five of Swords is a card of victory, victory over the obstacles. Again, it's been a long struggle. It's been difficult. It's been hard and you're exhausted. So rest and recovery. And you know what? You're going to find that it's time. It's time to make a move. And when you hear the messages, you're going to make a surprise move. This is about bringing this passion back. Why is the Hierophant here, please? What do my water signs need to know with the Hierophant? The Wheel of Fortune, dun, 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 fate coming in. It is going to bring this back, going to put it right back on your table. We're going to give it the option to commit here, all right? This is karma coming around. So if it's what you want, it's what you'll have. Now, the Hierophant can be, any kind of a structured environment where you work, what your contract says, but really it's a vow, it's an oath, it is a commitment of the highest form, but one that you need to have faith in, one that you really need to believe in. And I've got limiting beliefs here. This is the Eight of Swords. Feeling trapped, feeling restricted, feeling like you can't make a move, self-sabotage. My goodness. So if this is you taking this break, this is self-sabotage. Don't do it. You can free yourself from these thoughts. Again, I say it all the time. Tell the story the way you want it to be. We all know what the truth of the story is. We all know where we are in life. But if you want to stay there, keep telling that story. If you want to make it better, tell a better story. It's the Hierophant here for, please, for my water signs. The Nine of Wands. Don't back down from this. The Nine of Wands is fierce energy. So you know what? If there are things that you need that you don't have yet in this relationship, then stand your ground, all right? But don't limit the possibilities here because you have fate on your side. You have good fortune coming in for you. Now, the Wheel of Fortune can go both ways, okay? So just depends on which side of karma you're on. But really, it is, wow. It's turning. The Wheel of Fortune turns and things are coming around. And I think you're going to see that before the end of this year. There are going to be major changes in everyone's life, whether you're awakened or not. If you're awakened, you're going to recognize them. If you're not, then, well, first of all, if you're not, then you're probably not here. But the Knight of Pentacles is going to be successful. Again, the only knight in the deck that is always successful. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, follow the plan. If you have a plan that you come up with through your intuition in this rest and recovery period, then execute it. It is going to be what you wish for. It's going to take some effort. It's going to take consistent effort with this Knight here. And you know what? You're bruised and bloody and battered, but you've won. You're still standing. All right. The relationship is not over. It's had a hiccup. All right. Nobody's betrayed you. It's just it's a glitch. It's a little bit of ooh, crap. How did that happen? All right. How do we recover from this? How do we regain this passion? How do we regain our equilibrium? How do we move forward into this committed and happy life? And believe me, the 10 of Pentacles here, abundance. You're going to be in a good place. You're going to be in a good place, my water signs. All right. Anything further here for our water signs before we move to questions? Hey, Carlo, nice to see you. I'm glad you were able to make one. Last card for the water signs and the Four of Wands, reinforcing what I just said. You're going to make it, okay? You are going to have that stability. You are going to have that foundation. You are going to have that passion. It's a minor hiccup in the relationship. It's going to be okay. Rest, recovery, ground yourself, and move forward. Follow the plan. It's going to be exactly what you want, but it's going to take some work, and it's going to take consistent effort, my water signs. All right, let's pick these up. We're going to answer some questions. We'll go till 12 o'clock today. Wow, it's been an hour and a half already. With a 4-card spread. Wow. That's less cards than I normally do too. So, spirit led. I think I'm going to do those spirit led messages whenever I can, whenever I hear it.